I said it, and I said go waiting patiently for
Come and have a good look.
You believe me, I'm...
Wow! Ooh. Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads.
Cole, I got a copyright strike for using intros for Genshin, so now I'm gonna play on my PS4.
Get it. Won't we look... Well, given all the people that come through here every day...
Max.
Yeah?
It's an archon quest. It's like breaking things on a mountain to get to a peacock.
Oh yeah, that part.
Welcome. Welcome.
hi there. We would like to ask you a question.
I'm pretty sure you're
Of
supposed to
course,
break
many
other
people
ones,
often talk
but
about how
you
hard
should
it is to get accepted into the academy. Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port
maybe
Ormos
look up
offers
what to do.
beautiful scenery.
Because I
see
don't
over
really
there?
remember it, because I
Those
did
are
like...
students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again?
They're called Ain el Akhmar. Today, I heard that the...
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trade. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. I've heard that Ain el Akhmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information...
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? So, what's our plan? Wait! Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000? Oh, all right.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention.
Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Oh, you've arrived. Please
I'm pretty
take a
sure
seat.
you unlock one of your story quests at
they
level
think
25.
that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
It's about Shincho.
They're nothing to be afraid of.
The
Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of more this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the
Whenever you
Caracal
trial a
Battalion
character,
compete with the
that's
boss
your
when they're
best
nothing but a bunch
character
of money
in your trial.
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion,
matter what,
he'll be able to
always
use
the
this power to bring our...
All these guys talk about is the...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
What?
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too.
I'm pretty sure you might unlock a real story quest either at level 30 or adventuring 30 or adventuring 25. One of the two. Oh, you get real ones at 26.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the student say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A
Oopsies.
student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
Just visiting.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
I don't have that type
Huh?
of aura.
What is this?
Oh, sorry. He must have grabbed the wrong mount. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
I don't want.
Paimon can't stand to see so much more ago. But there's no other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Well, what are you waiting for?
I just used 500,000
Oh,
more.
that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because...
When you buy stuff.
Because...
Fine. Since you've already handed
there's
over the
not any
Mora, I
shops,
guess I
you
can
know,
throw
they're
in a
like
little. As you can
coins.
see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King. Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
What?
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh,
What?
just thinking about it sickens me.
This makes no
But the story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King. I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
You again? Deranged Academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the more you're worth.
Bruh.
Shut it, Alhaitham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
This is crazy.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the Academia because it just complicates things.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, if, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the... I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Oh.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too! Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions. He went that way! After him!
Oh, hey, son, where did... Okay. Hi.
Should I
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want?
Oh, he has a dendrovision.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them, since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end. All right. Goodbye.
Oh.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And a student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong. Weren't you saying something?
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right. I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of... We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So,
Okay.
since you were happy to give us this merchant's...
You were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making...
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites...
You know almost everything there is to know, but this is what you've been
What is
looking for.
that? No, it's not.
Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of...
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, they were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port
I know
Ormos,
it seems
the valuable
hard to
ones
get
are a means to...
Inazuma
Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them
from level
occasionally
28 to
prove
level
useful to the
30.
common citizens
But
and
it's
hapless
actually really
academia
easy
students.
because both quests give you a bunch of XP.
I think that about sums it up.
Like, I'm pretty sure that finishing the final boss gives you like 750
So
adventure
that's
XP.
your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer... You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Okay. Oh, did I forget to mention I've been
Let's
recording?
continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue.
Okay.
Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They...
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using Elemental Sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend. Oh, and
Matra?
the Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want. Okay, then we have a deal.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right?
Dang it.
Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palette.
Following the paper got us past the first...
Roanoke, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits.
Got it. You two, please follow me.
Okay. Let's follow him.
You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru Rose means common merch.
Yeah, Sam. In like 30 minutes, can
No,
I?
look again.
'Cause this
We're
quest I did
obviously
in like 30
wearing
minutes.
morning flowers.
This act.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
I'm so glad that now
That
we
quiz
don't have
sure was
you don't have
scary.
to level up.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
I think my game is broken. I've very bad at this. No. Uh-oh. Is my game gonna crash? Bruh, I have to restart.
You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru Rose means common merch. No, look again.
Cool.
We're
I'm pretty
obviously
sure our
wearing
new
morning
banner comes out in
flowers.
like 5 days.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse...
Bruh! My Wi-Fi connection got lost. Alright, I'm gonna cut, guys. Alright, we're back from the cut. I hope my internet
hold
is
on.
good again.
Let me
So,
think.
Yeah.
Sumeru Rose means
Means
common
common
merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
Nowhere to run!
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they sold out.
Ah, I'm sorry.
Dang it.
But as things currently
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer...
Before
I'm
I
not
retrieve
paying
your
attention.
products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
on.
No!
That's not right. Taken by mice means they sold out.
Oh no, he's just for me.
I'm sorry.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the...
How does congratulations
Before I retrieve your
even make
products, I
sense?
need to... Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style?
What else, right?
Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? I'll hate them said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here.
Alright, Marsha.
We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
What are the mantra? Oh, they're the academia people, right?
He ran that way.
There's nothing even coming.
Look, he's over there.
Bro, there's more stairs.
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way. Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building. Here, over here.
Dory.
You can stop running now.
Oh, she has an electrovision.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
She's like a 2-year-old, though.
Very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier. Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you? Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a... I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, no matter how much Mora they might have. So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes, of course, of course.
Why did you hang up?
Help yourselves. Voila!
Oh.
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the mantra caught her with all this. What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilliture. Yeesh. Who would want to be an expert in that? Or how about... With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent well-paying job in nearly any nation. Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful. 2 million mora, and it's yours. And whoa, that's a lot of mora! Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge cap. All right, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned. You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality. We'll take these, please and thank you.
Here, I'll look at how long is left in the act.
My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen. I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more or more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million mora. Say what now?
What?
Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million. But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal? Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come
You can play
on,
Fortnite, but I just want to finish
we
this
still
act.
have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal, Dory. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 mora. Excellent. And then please select from this fine collection of
We just used...
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there? Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time. Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check the...
Dory
What did you
scammed us.
So they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful.
That poopy butt.
Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge... Dory, we'll take this one. All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Oh. Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Al-Haytham. Hopefully now he'll find a...
You two made it. And from the...
Whoa, there's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meeting?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control.
You're a pretty daring...
Relax. No one here is interested in anything...
So, can you tell us about...
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or how to find your sister?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. As you know, the Eremites in Port Orm, several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Air. I agreed to forego ownership of the Divine Knowledge Capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. However, they adamantly believe that the Divine Knowledge Capsule contains the Scarlet King's power, and that he will return to this world when they...
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should to ensure the unless I know whose Dory is the most...
In other words, you
I'll
wanted us
be
to
done.
Yes, you can say that.
Probably at like
But
10,
this arrangement harms none of us.
maybe like 10:40.
The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay.
So in 2 days.
Doing so...
Oh, 4:50 in the night? I thought it was 4:50 in the day. Oh, I didn't even have to change the time yet. Oh, it's gonna be a long walk.
All right. This place worked.
Here. Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. We can conduct a control... While you fight, we can... There may be very...
Wow! Oh, hey, them! You must have been one of those guys at the Academia who got, Hyman's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the
When you are unable to under... All right. Let's begin the test.
this is actually kind of sad. 44. Let's see how much my okay, actually. Just no damage to him.
Surrender!
I'm already
Nowhere to run!
cool. I don't know how people
Through me, justice is served.
as cat like I don't get how people make catalyst. I mean I get how people use them, but I just don't get how you can main one.
Alright. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record
They're
data.
not
The
fun.
next step is to use this knowledge. Hold it in
Well,
your
there's
hand.
actually there's a catalyst user that like uses he has magic, but he uses his hand. Like he punches people. He uses the magic from the book, and then he uses the magic and punches people with it. Wait, how do I have to? Oh. I should have good down. China. I'm doing so much more stuff. Oh, that's why. I'm not using it. What is it? As if I saw countless sword read and figures fighting recesses of my memory.
How are you feeling? You mean that it...
Alright. Time for round 2.
Wait, I saw something in my inventory. What is this?
Propagate! Surrender! Nowhere to run!
Let the show begin. La 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 la.
Germinate! Here!
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Oh, Ethan, how's it...
Well, the knowledge...
Wait! How much?
We got scammed.
Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. I'm heading back to Wickel.
I vow to uphold the rule.
I wonder when I'll... As tall as my big sister.
2 days from now, jeez. I feel like whenever night falls in Genshin, it like 2 minutes later it changes into day. Don't you agree? Cool. Whenever night falls in Genshin, like 2 minutes later it turns into day.
Yeah.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the divine knowledge cap...
Surrender!
Here, over here! Oh, welcome back, my loyal patrons. Oh, you name it. Can knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. Can you really get us anything we want? Uh-huh. So it
Our
appears
money
that can
back.
knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please, oblige me. Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something. But you know, that kind of information is... After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big, big trouble. But how can we be sure your information
Like,
is...
in
Because
10
to
minutes.
me, anything of value. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that we've paid in full, the group has done everything in their power to obtain the divine knowledge cap. That divine knowledge capsule is... the capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself. Thanks for the info, Dory. Please.
Alright.
Well, we figured out where the divine knowledge capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain el-Ahmar. Let's head back
Oh,
and
they're
talk
probably
to
gonna
Al-Haytham.
use it to cheat in our fight. That seems like a thing they would do.
Al-Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to...
Huh, look at that. All right. In which case,
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the divine...
thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon. See you then.
Alright, so do I just skip a few days later?
Al-Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the...
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna end the video here, guys. We're about to fight the Ein Elmar clan, so. Alright, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are going to be fighting the Ein Elmar clan. And so yeah.
Alhaitham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion.
But it just annoys me when like someone loses, but
Aren't
they
you the
still
brat
say
from
that.
the restaurant the other
like,
day? You've come
they
to
were
support
winning.
this. I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
Oh no, now we're fighting.
That's close enough.
Oh, there's a boss.
Judgment is upon you. Guilty. You stand condemned. Nowhere to run.
Oh, that's the actual boss. Oh, there's a big boy.
Leave it all to me. Time to clean up.
Oh, this is a.
No more scatter. Futile. Through me, justice is
Now you guys are dead.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally!
Oh, he's not even the main.
Did you use it?
He's not even
Great!
the boss.
Now we can... Boss?
Bro, is your boss a zombie or something?
Boss! Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
What?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Sick.
Target acquired. Arrest him.
I don't arrest him.
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Alhaitham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
Oh, actually, well, I mean, he didn't mean to hurt Tariq, but still. Is Tariq okay? That's what it is.
World, forget me.
Yeah. You should have seen his boss beating up Tariq.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him?
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going in. This Divine Knowledge Capsule does Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
Bro's emo.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule back. Still, Paimon didn't expect the Divine...
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask...
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord, moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the Academia.
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Geez, so in Act 1 of Sumeru, for a little we stand for like... That's why the first act is 3 hours long. For an hour, you
Now,
stay in Gunhardaville.
do I deal with this
For the
thing
next
first?
hour, you stay in Sumeru
Or should I produce
City.
the report that the higher
Then
ups
the
require?
next hour, you stay in Port Ormaz. Yes! I'll see if I can edit this video into the other one. I think I can get, aw dang it, I can't get a wish. Yay. Alright, cool. I know I said I would play Fortnite